I need to know how to fix a broken oven knob shaft.
The first thing to check is if you can put the knob back on before you assume it is broken.
The shaft is broken.
For knobs on most ovens these days, you have to be careful to reattach it correctly with the wiring it controls, because they don't as often simply control mechanical components.
You're making this sound really complicated.
If the knob controls the infinite switch, which controls the burners, you want a professional to do it so you don't potentially have this project blow up in your face.
I've heard you can buy switch kits for the task.
Then make really sure it is the right switch for your oven model. Then make certain you reconnect it to the wires the wiring diagram in the user manual says connect to that switch.
I don't have the user manual anymore.
Another question would be what brand of oven you have and which knob it is. After all, some knobs like the griddle control knob connect to the thermostat.
Just another wire to connect.
Or another reason to make sure it is connected properly by someone who knows what they are doing. And that's especially true if your oven is one that requires almost disassembling the stove top to change out a knob.
I'd love to be able to do this myself.
Pull the knob off the shaft to see where it is broken. If the thing is broken where the shaft otherwise locks into the controls, just getting a new knob and shaft and installing it is enough.
I think the shaft broke off partway.
It is rare for half the shaft to break off, but if it did, the old shaft could be taken out and the new knob and shaft put in its place.
That's a rather straightforward repair.
If the knob broke off and damaged the controls it connects to, now you need a pro to make sure it is done right.
A service call like that is at least $100.
A knob itself may only be a few dollars to $100, depending on how complicated it is. The price goes up if you messed up the controls the knob connects to.
How do I know how bad the damage is?
You can try to determine the severity of the problem by pulling on the knob shaft that's left behind with a pair of pliers. If it resists coming out because wires are still attached, open the control panel or stove top to verify it is all still connected.
Yeah, because pulling on the shaft with stuff attaches breaks even more.
You can also just open the stove top or control panel to see if the knob is still connected to everything.
Getting to that area requires nearly disassembling the oven.
Then order a repair kit with the replacement parts, see if you can remove the broken shaft, install the new knob and shaft, reconnect everything and see if it works.
After turning off the power, of course, so I don't get the shock of the week.
Yeah, and if it still doesn't work, reboot the oven to see if it recognizes the new control or call for service knowing that you've tried the cheapest things he could do.